Hey everyone, welcome back. Happy 2-year anniversary. It's been 2 years since I first started with those first unboxing videos on YouTube. And since then, I've learned a lot. As you can see here, I got a tripod, which does hold the camera steadier. It's far better. I also did get a ring light. And I've also learned to have a steady backdrop instead of one that can fall. Although I did like the first couple ones where I did have backdrops. So I am working on something to get myself a nicer little studio space that I can set up some backdrops. And ever since then, I've also learned to record horizontally instead of vertically because it's a better format. But in that 2 years, I've learned a lot. I've done a lot of research how to grow your YouTube channel. And the first thing I learned is that you need a good thumbnail. So I happen to use just 3D Paint, which came with my laptop. It's free. I think it turns out at least good thumbnails, if not great thumbnails. I've learned certain fonts are better than others, but it's always good to get a clear picture, something that the video is about, and a catchy title. I'm not one of those that uses clickbait. I don't like clickbait. I don't like a catchy headline and then I start watching the video and I'm like, this has nothing to do with the title. So I don't want to use those type of things, but again, a nice clear font, a title that says what it is, 2021 Supernatural Spring Unboxing. It's short, it's simple, and it is what it is. And I think I have gotten better at the thumbnails. When I first started posting, it was just a picture out of the video, which is one of the YouTube options. And I did go back and make thumbnails for all those early videos just so that my channel would look consistent. The second thing that a lot of the YouTube tutorial videos that you watch when you want to learn how to grow your channel, they tell you it is okay to ask for subscribers. Throw it in there. Ask for the like, ask for the sub. And sometimes I feel like it is overkill, but it's funny because even the super popular channels that have millions of subscribers still ask for that like and subscribe and to click the notification bell so that you know when new videos come out for the channel. So it is okay to do that, and that's how you grow your channel. However, you can't jump through and force someone to subscribe. So if you're going to learn anything out of this video when it's over, please do give a like and subscribe. The next thing I've learned is they always, well, I guess it depends what videos you're watching, but it's probably about 50-50. Quality over quantity. However, they say you need a library so that when people start watching your video, for whatever reason they found your video, that there's a library that they can then go and watch. The whole point of YouTube is to keep people on YouTube. So if you don't have a backlog of videos for people to watch, there's nothing to keep them around on your channel, or maybe even YouTube, depending the reason that they looked up and found that particular video to watch. But they do say quality. So they, once a week they say to subscribe. They don't recommend more than that when you're starting out. But then again, some people do recommend that you post as frequently as possible. I'm somewhere between twice a month and every week, depending on when the subscription boxes come, depending on holidays, depending on topics I have. It's kind of a rocky road sometimes, and I know that when I first started, I said I was going to do the 1st and the 15th of the month, and then at one point it fell on Mondays. I'm like, well, let me see if I can do every Monday, and I was able to do every Monday. But then when I changed in my mindset to say I'm going to post every Wednesday, all of a sudden it did become a little bit overwhelming as I was trying to figure out what to film, when to post it. So I'm kind of in between that quality and quantity, trying to get myself on a schedule that makes sense for me and that is not too overwhelming and stressful, since I do this on top of my day job. The next thing that follows the quality and quantity is consistency. And I feel I have fallen down on that consistency a little bit lately. But stuff happens, real life happens. So as long as you can maintain some sort of consistency, that's a good thing. And that's where, you know, again, if you tell your subscribers the 1st and the 15th, and then you do more, okay, or every Wednesday, and then admittedly I haven't posted the past few Wednesdays, and I do apologize for that, and I'm going to try and get back into that schedule and bring back that consistency that I've had for a little bit. The next one kind of makes me laugh. The one thing that they tell you to do is find a niche. I don't really know if I've found my niche yet, because my niche started as unboxings. There's only so many subscription services you can get, and subscription services are expensive. So it's hard to have your entire YouTube channel just be unboxings and then not have the budget or want all the stuff you're going to get, which is why right now I'm limited to the Supernatural from Culturefly and the Firefly from Loot Crate. And when, you know, the year ends, I will reevaluate to see how many subscriptions I'm still going to maintain. Part of my niche is also the TV show Supernatural. I've done the cooking, I've done some collecting. Originally, when I formed the channel, hand in hand with subscription boxes, I thought my channel niche would be collecting things. So I'm still kind of trying to find my niche, but I also don't want to pigeonhole myself. So I really hope that you'll still join me if not everything totally interests you, but you know, maybe one video a month will. So again, this whole find your niche thing really, when I start to think about that too much is when I start to get that planning paralysis, and that's kind of where I fall apart with my consistency. So I mean, as you can see, all these little things to help grow your channel, they're like dominoes. And the one thing I also have learned or have seen people say is if you're in a niche where there's a lot of people that do it, you need to stand out somehow. You either need to find something within that niche that nobody else is doing, or you have to do it in a way that makes you stand out. And I don't know if I have found my footing with that, especially with the Supernatural niche. There's a lot out there. So I'm really trying to find things that maybe no one's done, no one's tapped, but there's so many YouTube channels out there that it's really hard to find something no one's done before. And so I'm trying to do things my way. And the last thing is that it is a marathon, not a sprint. And an example of that is, yes, this is my 2-year anniversary, actually posting to YouTube and trying to grow a channel. And as of this recording, I have 42 subscribers. When I look at 2 years and I think I only have 42 subscribers, it's very disheartening. And that's where this whole marathon, not a sprint comes in. Yeah, 2 years seems like a marathon, but if you really want to make your channel work and make it grow, it is a long-term commitment. So you just have to keep trying. And with that, having a YouTube channel, it's actually a lot of hard work. It's harder than I thought it would be, and I will never, ever look down upon someone who has made their career YouTube and they're making it work and they've become successful at it, because it's a lot of work. From the recording to the editing to the advertising, it's a lot of work, especially like I said, it's just me running this channel and I have a full-time job. So this is kind of, you know, a side thing that I do. So it is a lot of work, and I applaud anyone, like I said, who has made YouTube work as their career. That's bravo to all the successful channels. I applaud you, and I just hope that I keep at it until I'm at least a quarter of successful as some of you. As for the future of my channel, I intend to delve into Supernatural more. I intend to continue with Supernatural Eats. I've only done basically the first season of the food and drink. I'd like to do more because there is a lot of food and drink in the TV show, as well as other cooking that inspires me. I also would like to branch into other TV shows such as The X-Files and Stargate SG-1. I would also like to do more cosplay, as well as maybe some more lifestyle things here and there. If there's anything that you want to see me do, please comment below and I'll see what I can do. Since, again, I haven't totally rounded out my niche and I don't totally want to pigeonhole myself, I would also like to do more collecting, maybe some live footage at conventions when they start up again. And the future's pretty much wide open because, again, it's that marathon. There's a lot more to do. I have a lot of ideas. My friends and family who have supported me these past 2 years and have heard me bugging and crying over the amount of subscribers and how I would like to have the YouTube channel be my retirement. I am making friends and family Team iRose mugs. This is just one example of the swag I'm making my friends and family to thank them, like, again, for supporting me these past 2 years, for listening to me, just putting up with me these past 2 years. Thank you. You know who you are. Thank you. They're coming. So again, I've said it a couple times. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So if you're looking to start a channel, don't get discouraged. Depending what you do, what your niche is, you're not going to grow right away. YouTube, I don't want to say it's saturated, but there is a lot of content out there, and if people find you and they like you and they subscribe, that's great. You cannot force them. You can beg and plead, but you can't force people. So if I have any advice to future aspiring YouTubers out there, it's stick with it. Don't get too discouraged. Again, they tell you don't get too wrapped up in the numbers. Just keep at it. Keep honing your craft. Get better quality videos. Just keep at it. If this is what you want to do, if you have good ideas, again, just keep at it. Keep at it. So, thanks for joining me. I hope you learned something in this video that maybe you didn't know before. And to my 42 subscribers, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means so much to me that you have subscribed and that you care about at least one of the videos that I've made since I've started. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you. And until next time.